Say someone gave you their starter. They took it out of their fridge and said, here, you're making sourdough. That's what we're gonna do today. If it came from the fridge, it's most likely inactive. So we're gonna feed it and get this thing going. When you open it, there could be something on top called the hooch, which is just a layer of liquid. Just mix that in. Technically speaking, you should not be using metal, so use silicone or plastic and give it a mix. Grab your scale. My tripod just broke, so I'm just gonna tell you what I'm doing here. So you're gonna take a clean jar, you're gonna zero your scale, take your starter, and you're gonna put 25 grams into your jar. You have your 25 grams in the jar. You're gonna take what your friend gave you, throw a lid on it, put her back in the fridge. We're gonna call this discard. So now we're gonna do our first feeding. You're gonna do 25 grams of your bread flour and 25 grams of water. I'd use filtered water. We're gonna give it a mix. And your consistency should be kind of like a thick pancake batter. You're gonna take your freshly fed starter, throw a cover on it, and you're gonna leave it until tomorrow. When your friend gave you the starter, if they had fed it before putting it in the fridge, it'll probably rise after this feed, if not after the following feed. But if they gave you just discard, it can take like up to a week before it becomes active. And ways to know that it's active, you can put an elastic around it to see where your level is at. And within between 4 and 8 hours, it'll rise up and get really bubbly, come up, and then it'll have kind of a dome shape on the top. And that's called the peak. That's when you want to bake with it. Once it's peaked, it's going to start to deflate. And then once it deflates, it'll look like this, but a little more watery. Once it's deflated, it'll be hungry again, which will be this time tomorrow. In 24 hours, you'll take it, discard, and feed. If you're new to all of this, I would just feed it. I wouldn't plan to make bread within the next few days because you want to be comfortable with feeding and discarding and understand how to tell when it's ready to be baked. And back to the discard. So the discard is just gonna live in your fridge, and there's different recipes you can do. I make crackers that are really, really good, and I make cinnamon rolls. Those are delicious. I'll do a separate video on that recipe. But honestly, having the discard in the fridge is kind of a safety net, because if you, for some reason, end up killing this, you can just take your discard and get that active. Once it's in the fridge, you can just set it and forget it. It's totally irrelevant to your starter. There's a lot of information, but once you understand it and it clicks, it's gonna be second nature. Moral of the story, you're gonna do a feeding today, 25 grams of starter, 25 grams of flour, 25 grams of water. That's it. You'll end up with 75 grams in the jar after your feeding. So tomorrow when you discard, it'll be right around 50, probably a little less, because it'll eat through some of that. Just do that for 3 days. Get to know your starter. Give your starter a name if you want. My 4-year-old named this one. And what do we call her? Mama. This is Mama. Stick with it. You got it. I'm proud of you. I'll make more videos on what to do next.